It is true that at some level of resolution that we can observe, causality is absolutely true.
Exactly.
So if you take it to its logical conclusion, then there is no free will because everything is predetermined by things that
everything has an antecedent.
Yeah. And so you have to ask, I think, if you're a physicist, what level of chaos actually affects you to the extent that you could actually make an instantaneous decision based on other stuff that's not necessarily in your past experiences or what you have just seen in your current environment. Let's say you're in a room with a whole bunch of audience members. In that moment, you have many things you could do to turn it into a laugh point.
True.
Right? You hear silence and you'd be like, oh, that was good. And then everyone laughs. Or, so you make some
Or
sort
is
of
this mic on?
Yeah,
That's
right.
the old one.
Right.
What do you do? Do you have the freedom to choose one of several choices that you had designed from your past, that you prepared to deal with that eventuality? Or is the choice made for you already?
See, that's right.
Right.
So now that would be interesting because here you are in a place where your instinct, your training, and
Your
your
10,000
desire,
10,000 hours,
right,
whatever it is.
will, as a reflex, cause you to say this, this, and this, and then people go, wow, that was great. Look how he turned it around.
So, Charles, can I say in that comment that he preloaded his neurosynapses so that in that moment, they all tripped.
Right.
They tripped meaning triggered
That's right.
to go to the solution to that problem.
Right.
The same is true
But
for,
then I wouldn't have free will at that point.
That's
It
what
would
I'm
just
saying.
be a response. What I would have is a response to a
That's right.
situation, not
Yes.
necessarily. I wasn't really choosing that.
It chose it for you.
It chose it for me.
you have 5 choices, and then your system chooses one of the 5 or
In that
whatever,
moment.
in that moment, right? And so in that moment, you are not exercising free will. Football player is trying to sack a quarterback. The quarterback jukes left. The person trying to sack the QB doesn't have enough time to think about whether to move left or right or up or down. It has to react based on years of training and practice and experience. So in that moment, that action is not free. But in the setting up of that moment, if it was free enough, does that constitute free will? From a physics perspective, it might not. Then again, from a psychological point of view or from a biological point of view, it might. So Neil, if you had to right now decide that free will does exist or doesn't exist, what would you prefer?